Okay, we've already established that we're at the Netnod meeting in spring 2016. My name is Nurani, and I'm with Netnod. I do Attribution Communications. And I'll do a very quick introduction here. And but since I've introduced myself, I thought actually I'll ask all of the Netnod staff to stand up. Can I do that? Because we have a few more members of the Netnod team. We're growing steadily. They're all at the back. So I think most of us have some sort of a Netnod shirt on, so feel free to grab any of us during the meeting. I mean, part of the idea with these meetings, apart from the presentations and the sort of pure knowledge transfer, is for you to meet with us, but also for you to meet with each other. So to make sure that you use the coffee breaks and all that for that. And I should also mention that as we develop in these meetings, we're also tomorrow we're going to have a little bit of an interactive session where we're asking for your feedback on the meetings. But really, if you have any comments, any things you'd like to see, any topics you'd like to see, any presentations that you know are great, let us know. Just grab one of us and let us know. Okay, I think all of you are on the Wi-Fi. Is anyone in here not on the Wi-Fi yet? One person there, we'll send some tech support to you. Okay, so we have 2 days, two quite full days. We're going to start with a little bit of an update from Netnod, the latest that's happened at Netnod, a little bit of what we'll be doing in 2016. And then we'll also give you an update on our MTP project that we completed. And then we have a bit of a mixed bag. I think this microphone is coming in and out. We'll see if this is any better. We've got a bit of a mixed bag. We've got Lars Johan Liman from Netnod who will be talking about the recent DDoS attacks on iRoute. And then we have Interaction talking about the trends they see in the IXP market. We'll have Oscar from Magin talking about Magin TV operations, streaming. And then a great presentation from Miriam at the VIPNCC talking about why operators switch off IPv6. And then Job from NTT Communications will be talking about network automation, do's and don'ts. And then at the very end we'll talk about 64-bit BGP extended communities. And then a little bit of a, not a surprise presentation, but a presentation at the end on the potential of exporting IaaS for Nordics and Sweden. And before we then go to the social, we're going to try to have an interactive session here. So get ready for that mentally. And this is what the second day looks like. Okay, and I should mention, so Interaction is one of the sponsors of the meeting today, and they do these roundtable meetings. I think they do it a couple of times a year, and they're normally informal drinks with a presentation, and where they invite customers and others. And this time we thought we'd do a little bit of a joint thing. So they're going to have an Interaction roundtable session at the end of tomorrow. At 4 o'clock, so we're going to finish just before the coffee break. This takes place at Spårvagnshallarna, and I think they've organised transport from here. You do need to register separately for this event, so if you haven't done that, please do so. There's a link there that might be a little bit too long to remember, but come and see any of us or any of the Interaction people if you want to come to that event. So we're going to have a panel discussion with NLIX and Netnod and Interaction, talking about a few interconnectivity trends and topics. And as usual, we have a few people, a few organisations sponsoring us, and I just want to say thank you to all the sponsors. And some of you come back year after year, and they're really the reason we can continue having these meetings and the reason we can have such lovely socials. So can we just give them a little bit of an applause to start? Okay, and then there's a social tonight. We thought we'd go with the rock-solid internet exchange theme, and we'll have it at the Hard Rock Cafe. And we'll have buses leaving from 5 and onwards to the social. For those of you who want to go there yourselves, that's okay as well. For those of you who want to drink anything, you need to have these. If anyone has not received one of these, come and see us as well. Okay, right, so we've stood up and said who we are, and those of you who've been to a few meetings know that I also like to inflict the same level of pain on you that we experience. And like I said, these meetings are not just for people to stand here and give presentations. If that was all they were doing, you might as well be following it on the web stream. But I'm going to ask you to remove your hands from the keyboard and to stand up if any of the following statements apply to you. And when you do so, don't look at me, I mean I can see you. Look at each other, and it's just a way for you to get to know each other as well. Right, you ready? Okay. So can I ask you all to stand up if you have more than 5 internet-enabled devices at home? Is anyone sitting down? Oh wow, there are a few people sitting down. Good for you. Okay, thank you. Stand up if you've been skiing this year. Okay. Stand up if you recently decided to give up on your dream of becoming a professional Go Grandmaster. Stand up if you have a pet. Well, that's 30% perhaps. Yeah. Stand up if you lay awake at night worrying about Internet of Things security. Really? I thought there would be more. That's the point, right? Or maybe more of you should be worrying about it to distribute the pressure a little bit. Stand up if you know what the IANA stewardship transition is. Not bad. I should consider that. I've suppressed it. Okay. Well, for those who don't know, there was an historic milestone reached last week at the ICANN meeting, where basically all communities, the number community, IP addresses, names community, domain names, and protocol parameters, the ATF, basically delivered a proposal for the IANA functions to be made independent from the US government. So this proposal has been delivered to the US government. There will be hearings in US Congress this week. And if US Congress agrees with this, this has been a 2-year process that sort of culminated in this. If the US government agrees with this, this major transition will happen in September this year. Okay, so stand up if you prefer dark fibre to dark chocolate. Well, this says something.
I love dark chocolate.
All right. Stand up if you support, if you agree with that assessment of the state of things, support Apple's refusal to make the FBI government OS. Okay, interesting. We could have some interesting discussions about that this afternoon, perhaps. Stand up if you still secretly haven't quite given up your dream to become a rock star. Oh, that's the spirit.
We have some instruments for you.
Or a jazz star, Lima. Stand up if you've been over likely 6 on anything this year. Oh, good to see. We've asked this question, I think, regularly over the last few years, and I actually think that the percentage of people standing up is going up, so that's very encouraging.